Let's set aside the image of Hong Kong as just skyscrapers and glamorous shopping malls. Behind the dazzling lights lies a city where millionaires can live next to cramped, coffin-like apartments, where Feng Shui directly influences life decisions, where the underworld once controlled many neighborhoods, and where food is both lauded as paradise and hides a reality of poverty few see. In this video, we'll explore 15 of the strangest and most unbelievable facts about Hong Kong that not everyone is willing to tell you. Number 1. Hong Kong is small but incredibly rich. Strategically located at the gateway to southeastern China, Hong Kong is considered one of the world's most modern and densely populated cities. With an area of only about 1,500 square kilometers, but a population of over 7.4 million, it boasts one of the highest population densities globally. Hong Kong is so small that you can walk from one end to the other in less than an hour. Yet within this cramped space exists an economy that ranks among the top 15 cities in the world in terms of GDP. In 2024, Hong Kong's GDP reached nearly $47 billion, surpassing the combined GDP of Hungary and Slovakia. Although not an independent nation, Hong Kong operates as an international financial center with an average per capita income of approximately $49,000 to $50,000 per year. Upon arriving at the airport, visitors can immediately sense the city's fast-paced lifestyle, high level of organization, and the wealth evident in every detail. Many economists view Hong Kong as a unique urban model, where limited space forces the city to optimize every square meter to maximize economic value. The most recognizable image of Hong Kong is its forest of skyscrapers covered in LED lights. The city has over 9,000 buildings taller than 100 meters and over 350 buildings exceeding 150 meters, more than New York, Seoul, or Dubai. This dense skyline is frequently ranked by architects and urban planners as one of the most impressive urban landscapes on the planet. Due to limited land, Hong Kong is forced to develop vertically, turning vertical space into the city's most valuable resource. Hong Kong's wealth is also evident in its real estate market, which consistently ranks among the most expensive in the world. An apartment of only about 30 square meters can still cost millions of dollars. Even parking spaces have become investment assets, with common prices ranging from $65,000 to $90,000, and some locations even selling for a record $800,000. The cost of burial plots is no exception, with a burial plot potentially costing between $30,000 and $130,000 depending on feng shui factors. In Hong Kong, every space connected to land is valued as a scarce asset. Furthermore, Hong Kong is among the cities with the highest concentration of millionaires in the world. According to a 2023 report, the city has over 143,000 millionaires, meaning approximately 1 in 50 residents owns assets worth over $1 million. This creates a unique living environment where consumption standards, housing, and services all reflect the needs of the upper class. Number 2. The hidden underworld of Hong Kong. When discussing major organized crime groups around the world, the image of the Italian mafia or Mexican cartels often comes to mind first. However, in Asia, Hong Kong was once one of the most important centers of the underworld, with a history spanning hundreds of years. For decades, the city was considered fertile ground for organized secret societies, operating according to their own rules and wielding widespread influence in society. Throughout the last century, these organizations, often referred to as the triads, built a secretive yet highly professional system. They maintained a tight hierarchical structure, strict internal discipline, and operating methods not unlike those of an underground economic conglomerate. At their peak, the triads controlled many aspects of urban life, particularly the informal economy, where money flowed quickly and was difficult to track. Some studies suggest that the triads once acted as an informal protection racket in impoverished working-class neighborhoods, where the law was difficult to penetrate in the past. Their influence extended beyond illegal activities. The triads had a significant impact on Hong Kong's entertainment and film industries. The image of the well-dressed, luxury car-driven mob bosses appearing with entourages in films from the 1980s and 1990s reflected, to some extent, the real life of the underworld during that period. Many popular films from this era are believed to have benefited from behind-the-scenes interference by triad groups to control actors and production funding. A turning point occurred in the late 1990s when the Hong Kong government launched large-scale crackdowns to dismantle organized crime. Thanks to these strong measures, the triad's overt influence significantly declined. Many members withdrew from illegal activities and transitioned to legitimate businesses such as opening security companies, karaoke bars, restaurants, or investing in real estate. Some former members leveraged their management experience and old networks to reintegrate into the formal economy. Although no longer as ostentatious as before, the influence of the triads has never completely disappeared. Large funerals for key figures still attract large numbers of attendees from various related groups. On these occasions, Hong Kong police are always present to observe, film, and identify new faces, seeing this as one of the few opportunities to infiltrate the increasingly secretive and sophisticated underworld. Are you surprised by what goes on behind the triads? If so, please leave a comment. Number 3. The special charm of Hong Kong women. Hong Kong women are captivating not only for their appearance, but also for the confidence and sophistication evident in their every action. Their beauty is a blend of soft East Asian features and modern Western style, with radiant skin, slender figures, sharp eyes, and polite communication creating a unique impression. What sets them apart isn't their looks, but their independent thinking and ability to master life in one of the world's most competitive cities. You might see a Hong Kong woman holding her familiar cup of bubble tea while discussing a major contract on the phone, then immediately entering a meeting room and quickly becoming the center of attention in the financial world. Many Hong Kong women are educated in bilingual environments from a young age, giving them the confidence to work in international corporations. In a pace of life even faster than the MTR, they not only keep up but often lead. They work hard, are decisive, and are always ready to push their limits. Their lives aren't solely focused on work. Weekends are a blend of nature, tradition, and personal style. In the mornings, they hike along Dragon Road to find balance. In the afternoons, they don modern cheongsams and enjoy dim sum at long-established yumcha restaurants. As night falls, they step into the illuminated streets of Lan Kwai Fong, sipping cocktails with a relaxed air, yet their gaze still exudes power. This versatility allows them to seamlessly transition between multiple roles in a single day. They may have grown up in traditional families where dinners symbolize togetherness, or chosen to live independently in luxurious studio apartments in the heart of the city. Regardless of their lifestyle, they maintain a deep connection to the cultural values that shaped them. Hong Kong women are unpredictable. They can surprise with their sharp wit, captivate with their subtle elegance, and before you fully understand them, you're drawn into their profound world. And the standards they set for a life partner always reflect that very confidence. For them, compatibility in mindset and character is more important than any superficial glamour. The question is whether you have enough confidence to enter that world. If you want to know how to impress Hong Kong women, leave comment number 8. Number 4. Hong Kong and the obsession with Feng Shui. At first glance, Hong Kong appears to be a financial hub where everything operates on logic, data, and speed. But behind that modern facade, Feng Shui, astrology, and physiognomy profoundly influence how people make decisions in their daily lives. For many Hong Kong residents, reason and spiritual beliefs are not contradictory but coexist. A clear example is the obsession with the number 4. In Cantonese, the number 4 sounds similar to the word for death, making it considered unlucky. Therefore, many buildings omit floors 4, 14, or 24. Some apartment complexes even remove floors 40 to 49 entirely, causing elevators to go straight from 39 to 50. Apartments numbered 4 are often significantly cheaper, simply because there is virtually no demand for them. In the Hong Kong real estate market, Feng Shui can directly influence property value, just as much as location or size. Feng Shui also plays a significant role in architecture. Many large buildings in Hong Kong are designed after consulting with Feng Shui experts. The HSBC building is a prime example. Completed in 1985 at a cost of nearly $1 billion, the building underwent numerous modifications to conform to Feng Shui principles. The ground floor is left open to receive auspicious energy from Victoria Harbour. The escalators are positioned at specific angles and directions to avoid obstructing the flow of energy. 2 large lion statues are placed at the entrance as symbols of protection and prosperity. These details not only carry spiritual significance, but also become part of the city's architectural identity. For many businesses in Hong Kong, Feng Shui is seen as an intangible risk management factor. Astrology and fortune-telling are also a familiar part of popular culture. Local television channels and newspapers regularly feature sections on auspicious and inauspicious days, zodiac signs, and physiognomy. Each year, more than 50 books on Feng Shui and fortune-telling are published, with total sales exceeding 400,000 copies. Many people visit the Wong Tai Sin Temple to seek divination before signing contracts, changing jobs, moving house, or even deciding to start a new relationship. For Hong Kongers, these rituals not only hold spiritual significance, but also provide a sense of security in a fiercely competitive environment. Does Feng Shui really work as effectively as many believe? If you do, please leave a comment with the number 10. Number 5. When skyscrapers hide poverty. Hong Kong is globally renowned for its dazzling skyline and over 8,000 skyscrapers, more than New York City, making it the city with the highest number of skyscrapers in the world. However, behind this glamorous picture lies a less discussed dark side: life in suffocatingly cramped spaces. The world's highest housing prices have forced hundreds of thousands of low-income earners to live in rooms only 2 to 3 square meters in size. These are often called coffin apartments, a name that accurately reflects the extreme crampedness. In many cases, the living space is even smaller than a bathtub, barely enough to lie down, but impossible to turn comfortably. Some rooms are only high enough to sit, forcing residents to bend their heads when moving around. Inside, everything is utilized to the maximum. A bunk bed occupies almost the entire space, next to an old fan and a few personal items piled on top of each other. Most rooms lack windows, resulting in virtually no natural light. Privacy exists only in name, while toilets and bathrooms are shared with dozens of other people in the same dilapidated building. According to social reports, over 200,000 people in Hong Kong live in tiny, matchbox-sized rooms. Some apartments, about 40 square meters, are divided into 20 separate rooms, each only about 1.5 square meters, even smaller than a motorbike parking space. Despite the extremely limited space, rent ranges from $200 to $300 per month, comparable to the cost of renting a comfortable apartment in many other countries. For many, rent consumes a large portion of their monthly income, leaving them with almost no ability to save. In such cramped spaces, basic needs become a challenge. Cooking is nearly impossible, so food is often stored under the bed or bought ready-made from outside. Simple personal activities become increasingly difficult each day. The feeling of being confined to limited space leads many to experience prolonged stress. The Hong Kong government has attempted to build more modern high-rise apartment buildings and micro-apartments to alleviate housing pressure. However, for many residents, this is merely a more compact version of the same reality. Living space remains limited, and rental costs are still far beyond the reach of low-income workers. The housing problem in Hong Kong is therefore not just about space, but a long-standing social issue spanning decades. Could you live in a place like this? If you think it's bearable, leave a comment, number 2. If you think it's impossible, leave a comment, number 3. Number 6. Hong Kong and the battle for space. Hong Kong's population density has long astonished many around the world. Over 7 million people live in an area of only about 1,111 square kilometers. To put this into perspective, Hong Kong's population is even larger than that of Costa Rica, a much larger country with only about 5 million inhabitants. This comparison shows that Hong Kong's overcrowding far exceeds what most people imagine. This overcrowding not only places immense pressure on the daily lives of its residents, but also directly impacts the deceased. In Hong Kong, land is so limited that cemeteries can hardly be expanded horizontally. Therefore, traditional burial plots are not kept permanently. Typically, after about 6 years, remains must be exhumed to make room for new burials, a process that is almost mandatory in many cemeteries throughout the city. If, after the stipulated time, relatives do not come to claim the remains, the deceased will be cremated. The ashes are then placed in columbariums, vertical structures with thousands of small compartments for urns. This tiered design maximizes space, turning cemeteries into multi-story buildings for the dead, clearly reflecting the spatial pressure of a city where every square meter is valuable. If the family decides to reclaim the remains, they can manage them themselves, placing them in a private columbarium or moving them to a more suitable location. If they wish to keep the remains in the original grave without cremation, the family must pay a land lease fee. This fee can be renewed annually or for longer periods, provided it is paid in full to maintain the right of use. All of these factors have created a complex and expensive burial market. Even final resting places in Hong Kong are directly impacted by high land prices and the high cost of living. The result is a unique burial system, with vertical cemeteries, closely spaced urns, and strict regulations, accurately reflecting the reality where both the living and the dead share tiny spaces. Number 7. The mystery of Hong Kong's special status. Many people around the world believe Hong Kong is an independent country, and this belief is entirely justified. The city has its own currency, passports, an independent legal system, a separate administrative apparatus, and even participates in international sporting events under its own name and flag. From the outside, Hong Kong functions almost as fully as a complete nation. However, legally speaking, Hong Kong is not a country. It is a special administrative region of China, on par with Macau. Few people know that before becoming a global financial center, Hong Kong was just a small fishing community on the southern coast of China. In the 18th century, Western merchants, particularly the British, began arriving to trade tea, pottery, silk, and handicrafts that were highly sought after in Europe. When the Qing dynasty imposed strict trade restrictions, British economic interests were severely affected. To compensate, they turned to the illegal opium trade in China. This chain of events sparked the Opium Wars, which ended with China's defeat and Hong Kong's handover to the British. Under British rule for over 100 years, Hong Kong underwent a profound westernization. Its education, legal, and administrative systems all bore the mark of the British, alongside the development of Western buildings, schools, and lifestyles. This blend of Eastern and Western cultures shaped the city's unique identity. In 1997, Hong Kong was returned to China but continued to operate under the one country, two systems model, allowing it to maintain its own economic and legal systems for at least 50 years. In other words, although not a country in the official definition, Hong Kong possesses almost all the elements of an independent nation, more so than most other territories in the world. Number 8. Hong Kong and its unbelievable regulations. In Hong Kong, an act considered friendly in many places, such as feeding pigeons, is now considered illegal. While pigeons are generally regarded as docile birds in many other cities, feeding them without a permit can result in fines of up to $1,500. Authorities argue that spilled food creates unsanitary conditions and increases the risk of disease transmission in a crowded urban environment. However, that's not the most surprising regulation. Hong Kong's coin regulations are even more astonishing to tourists. The currency system still adheres to principles from the British colonial era. You cannot use more than 2 Hong Kong dollars in 10-cent coins per transaction, and the total amount paid in coins cannot exceed 100 Hong Kong dollars. Shop owners have the right to refuse customers with too much small change, as this rule aims to prevent delays in transactions. For dog owners, the regulations are even stricter. Hong Kong considers noise a serious issue, especially in densely populated residential areas. If a dog barks incessantly and disturbs its surroundings, the owner can be fined up to $500. Repeat offenders may face up to 3 months in prison. This demonstrates the city's top priority for peace and public order. Even amusement parks have strict rules. Ocean Park has a 16-page set of regulations prohibiting swearing, shouting, causing disturbances, or bothering animals. Violators may be asked to leave the park immediately without a refund, in order to maintain a civilized environment for all visitors. Marketplace trading is also subject to these regulations. Shouting to attract customers, a common practice in many Asian markets, is considered a violation in Hong Kong. The law clearly stipulates that any noisy behavior aimed at promoting sales is punishable, In a city with one of the highest population densities in the world, order and quiet are prioritized over the usual hustle and bustle of traditional markets. Number 9. Laws that lead to unjust fines for tourists. After learning more about Hong Kong's unique aspects, it would be remiss not to mention the landmarks that have contributed to the city's global reputation. Hong Kong is not only prominent for its economic strength and vibrant cultural life, but also boasts many attractions that will overwhelm any visitor on their first visit. If you had to choose one place that best represents Hong Kong's beauty, Victoria Peak would almost always be at the top. From this height, the entire skyline with thousands of skyscrapers, the glittering Victoria Harbour, and the surrounding mountains unfolds before your eyes. The journey to the summit by Peak Tram, the iconic uphill train, gives the feeling that the city below is slowly shrinking with each meter of elevation. Another must-see destination is Hong Kong Disneyland. Although much smaller than many other Disney parks around the world, it boasts a very distinctive blend of East Asian culture and Western entertainment. Marvel and Star Wars-themed areas, nighttime fireworks displays, and dishes like Mickey Mouse-shaped dim sum offer a distinctly Disney experience. For cinema, Hong Kong boasts the Avenue of Stars, celebrating major icons of Asian screen art. Handprints and statues of Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and Chow Yun-fat attract large crowds each year. It's also an ideal spot to admire the Symphony of Lights, a synchronized light show on buildings around Victoria Harbour. Meanwhile, Repulse Bay offers a completely different atmosphere. Its white sand beaches, clear blue waters, and seaside cafes create a rare sense of relaxation. Located not far from the city center, it allows visitors to enjoy nature while still seeing Hong Kong's iconic skyline in the distance. Overall, Hong Kong represents not only a modern metropolis, but also a destination that offers a complete experience of landscapes, culture, and internationally iconic landmarks. Number 10. An incredibly precise transportation system. It's no coincidence that Hong Kong consistently ranks among the top 3 cities with the most efficient public transport systems globally. The entire transport network operates so smoothly that residents rarely have to worry about delays or long waits. Punctuality and precision have become an integral part of Hong Kong's urban life. At the heart of this system is the MTR subway. During peak hours, trains run frequently, with a frequency of only 2 to 4 minutes per train, achieving an on-time rate of up to 99.9%, even surpassing some of Japan's most famous train lines. The MTR network covers almost the entire city, connecting Hong Kong Island, Kowloon, the New Territories, and the international airport. Traveling from the city center to the airport takes only about 20 to 25 minutes, while traversing the city usually takes no more than an hour. Inside the train carriages, screens constantly broadcast news, movie trailers, and highlights of sporting events. With Hong Kong's fast-paced lifestyle, even short train journeys are used for information updates rather than simply tracking travel time. Hong Kong's innovative transportation isn't limited to the subway. One travel company once introduced a 5-hour sleep bus service with no specific destination. Passengers boarded simply to rest, provided with blankets, blindfolds, and earplugs. Tickets ranged from $13 to $50 and quickly piqued the curiosity of both locals and tourists. Hong Kong International Airport is also a significant part of this impressive transportation landscape. Its sheer size has led many to jokingly say it could contain an entire small country. Inside are a range of amenities, including shopping malls, cinemas, duty-free shops, restaurants, and even a mini golf course. Many visitors are advised to arrive several hours early, as it's easy to get lost in exploring and forget about their flight times. Number 11. What's so special about shopping in Hong Kong? Hong Kong has long been known not only for its luxurious shopping malls, but also as one of the world's most diverse shopping paradises. Here, visitors can find everything from top fashion brands and the latest technology to rare antiques, all coexisting in a vibrant urban environment. A key factor contributing to Hong Kong's status as a top shopping destination is the city's absence of import duties and value-added tax. As a result, prices are often significantly lower than in major shopping centers like New York or London. It's not uncommon to see crowds at Louis Vuitton, Chanel, or Rolex stores in Central and Sui, where international visitors are willing to spend hours browsing high-end items at more attractive prices than in Western markets. Beyond the luxury segment, Hong Kong is also an ideal destination for those who enjoy budget shopping and bargaining. The Ladies' Market in Mong Kok and Temple Street Night Market are two famous locations offering clothing, accessories, souvenirs, and even electronics at reasonable prices. With skillful bargaining, shoppers can find quality items at significantly lower costs than in traditional stores. The bustling atmosphere, the calls of vendors, and the closely packed stalls create a very characteristic Hong Kong experience. The city is also famous for its nighttime shopping culture. Many shops stay open late, especially on occasions like Black Friday or Lunar New Year. These are times when major sales take place, transforming Hong Kong into a vibrant shopping hub that attracts both locals and tourists. If you're still not satisfied, the duty-free zone at Hong Kong International Airport is a compelling final stop. It's not uncommon to see passengers rushing to buy luxury items before their flights, from watches and cosmetics to high-end fashion brands. All of these factors combined have helped Hong Kong maintain its position as one of the world's most worthwhile shopping destinations. Number 12. Hong Kong is one of the safest cities in the world. If you're looking for a city that's both safe and boasts a world-class healthcare system, Hong Kong is a name you can't ignore. For many years, the city has consistently ranked among the world's lowest crime rates. Walking alone at 2 a.m. through the bustling streets of Mong Kok is perfectly normal for locals. A sense of security is almost always present, something not every major city can offer. One of the factors contributing to this sense of security is Hong Kong's extensive surveillance system. Over 50,000 security cameras operate continuously throughout the city, assisting authorities in monitoring and responding to incidents quickly. Emergency services are renowned for their efficiency. Calling 999, equivalent to 911 in the US, often results in police or ambulances arriving within minutes. In terms of healthcare, Hong Kong is considered to have one of the most advanced healthcare systems in the world. The quality of treatment and facilities are comparable to those in the US and many European countries, but the cost is significantly lower. A visit to a public hospital costs only about $7, while an overnight stay is around $13, a price that surprises many who hear it for the first time. Low cost doesn't mean low quality. Public hospitals in Hong Kong are equipped with modern equipment and staffed by highly trained doctors from prestigious medical schools both domestically and internationally. Thanks to its efficient healthcare system, the average life expectancy of Hong Kong residents is among the highest in the world, exceeding 85 years. In addition, the private healthcare system is also thriving for those seeking higher quality services. The cost of a private consultation ranges from $100 to $300. With private insurance, users can access services equivalent to US or UK standards, but at a much more affordable price. Number 13. Why Hong Kong houses are the most expensive in the world. Each year, Hong Kong attracts thousands of people from around the world seeking business opportunities, education, or a more stable life. However, the city is severely limited by its mountainous terrain, leaving virtually no room for expansion. This makes land an extremely scarce resource, driving the real estate market into unprecedentedly fierce competition. Although Hong Kong's total area is approximately 100 square kilometers, nearly 75% is designated as national parks, conservation areas, or restricted construction zones. The remaining land, only about 25%, must support the housing needs of over 7 million people. Unable to expand horizontally, Hong Kong is forced to develop vertically, creating one of the world's densest concentrations of skyscrapers and driving up the price per square meter to extremely high levels. As a result, the housing market has become incredibly competitive. Even tiny apartments are being offered for sale at prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. An apartment of only about 10 square meters can cost between $300,000 and $400,000, while a 29 square meter apartment in a building over 40 years old can still exceed $500,000. Another important factor contributing to the high housing prices is Hong Kong's unique land ownership model. The majority of land is under government control. People don't buy land permanently, but only own the right to use it for a limited period, usually 99 years. When the term expires, this right returns to the state or is renewed at a significant cost. This mechanism generates substantial revenue for the government and simultaneously reduces the incentive to curb land prices. As a result, land becomes an extremely scarce asset, leading to fierce competition among businesses and individuals. Hong Kong consistently ranks among the places with the highest real estate prices in the world, surpassing even Zurich and Singapore. According to Deutsche Bank data, luxury home prices in central Hong Kong can reach nearly $26,000 per square meter, while the average mortgage loan amounts to 150% of disposable income, clearly reflecting the worsening housing crisis. Number 9. Laws that lead to unjust fines for tourists. After learning more about Hong Kong's unique aspects, it would be remiss not to mention the landmarks that have contributed to the city's global reputation. Hong Kong is not only prominent for its economic strength and vibrant cultural life, but also boasts many attractions that will overwhelm any visitor on their first visit. If you had to choose one place that best represents Hong Kong's beauty, Victoria Peak would almost always be at the top. From this height, the entire skyline with thousands of skyscrapers, the glittering Victoria Harbour, and the surrounding mountains unfolds before your eyes. The journey to the summit by Peak Tram, the iconic uphill train, gives the feeling that the city below is slowly shrinking with each meter of elevation. Another must-see destination is Hong Kong Disneyland. Although much smaller than many other Disney parks around the world, it boasts a very distinctive blend of East Asian culture and Western entertainment. Marvel and Star Wars themed areas, nighttime fireworks displays, and dishes like Mickey Mouse-shaped dim sum offer a distinctly Disney experience. For cinema, Hong Kong boasts the Avenue of Stars, celebrating major icons of Asian screen art. Handprints and statues of Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and Chow Yun-fat attract large crowds each year. It's also an ideal spot to admire the Symphony of Lights, a synchronized light show on buildings around Victoria Harbour. Meanwhile, Repulse Bay offers a completely different atmosphere. Its white sand beaches, clear blue waters, and seaside cafes create a rare sense of relaxation. Located not far from the city center, it allows visitors to enjoy nature while still seeing Hong Kong's iconic skyline in the distance. Overall, Hong Kong represents not only a modern metropolis, but also a destination that offers a complete experience of landscapes, culture, and internationally iconic landmarks. Number 15. The Strangest Festivals in Hong Kong. One of the most unique festivals in Hong Kong is the Chung Chau Bun Festival, which takes place annually on Chung Chau Island during Buddha's birthday. At this time, the small island becomes lively with thousands of domestic and international tourists. The highlight is the steamed bun tower climbing competition, one of the strangest competitions in Asia. On the main night, a bamboo tower over 15 meters tall, covered with thousands of buns, was erected. Contestants have 3 minutes to climb as quickly as possible, trying to get the most cakes, especially those placed in high positions with higher scores. The tense atmosphere and enthusiastic cheers made the festival extremely captivating. Beside the competition, Chung Chau is also bustling with a children's parade, giant bamboo models, fireworks, and many ancient rituals. People believe that steamed buns bring good luck, so everyone wants to take one home to pray for peace. If you want to immerse yourself in a larger festival, Victoria Park during Mid-Autumn Festival is the perfect choice. The space is illuminated by hundreds of handmade lanterns with various themes such as carp, dragons, and phoenixes, or modern characters. Traditional activities such as lion dancing, releasing water lanterns, mooncake making competitions, and a lantern painting area for children attract tens of thousands of people each evening. A lesser-known but very distinctive festival is the Ghost Festival, which takes place in the 7th lunar month. Hong Kongers set up outdoor opera stages specifically for souls, with the front row always left empty for the invisible audience. Many places also organize fire dances and daring performances to attract both the living and the spirits. As it ended, the The stage was set ablaze as a ritualistic farewell to the afterlife. This month, HongKongers are avoiding weddings, openings, or buying homes because they believe the boundary between the two worlds is becoming fragile and prone to bad luck. We have just explored 15 unique and fascinating facts about Hong Kong together. Hopefully, this information has given you a fresh perspective on this country. Don't forget to follow our channel, like and share the video to support us. See you in the next part.